In this video, we're going to be comparing the biomechanical similarities of movement and technique between striking combat sports and tennis.
Here's a perfect showcase of a tennis forehand. Here's an anterior view of it. You're going to get a posterior view in just a minute by a different gentleman here, really showcasing the transverse plane rotational movement that generates all that power and explosiveness. And it's very graceful movement when done by someone who knows what they're doing. Similar to a hook. This is example pretty good here. Similar to the tennis forehand, a lot of power generated. And something to point out, the power is not coming from the fist. As my kickboxing instructor used to say growing up, the fist is just the messenger. The message is coming from your lower body, climbing your upper body. That's where the power is generated. Rotating on the balls of your feet, the hips, your shoulders. And just like tennis, all the power isn't just coming from the hands, it's coming from the rotation. Here's another technique that's very similar to that forehand, which is an uppercut. An uppercut, unlike a hook, which is thrown almost exclusively horizontally, the uppercut is coming from a downward angle and climbing up. This is a strike that's meant to go under your opponent's guard and hit them in the chin. And it's very, very similar with regards to the biomechanical movement of a tennis forehand. Now, the tennis serve differs from the tennis forehand with regards to power. Just look at that. Jumping off of the ground to generate so much explosiveness and power and speed. You're seeing a lot of shoulder flexion and elbow extension. Something also seen in some striking techniques you're going to see coming up, starting with the cross. Now, the cross, I'm not coming off of the ground, but all the power is coming from my lower body, rotating the balls of my feet, my hips, rotating my shoulders, and I'm throwing it straight. In boxing or in striking, that's called down the pipe. At the apex of the tennis serve, you can see the technique is going to be sent straight. Otherwise, the ball wouldn't be sent where they want it to be. Now, this one is more similar. This is a technique seen in kickboxing or MMA called the Superman punch. Now, this is similar not only with the shoulder flexion and elbow extension, but I'm actually coming off the ground not only to increase my range, but to increase my power. These techniques, if cross-trained, is greatly going to help with regards to tennis because the movements are very, very similar with regards to their mechanics.